Gente, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas, bienvenidos. Vamos a continuar en el Invencible. Creía que no iba a hacer esto nunca, pero sí, voy a seguirlo. Quisiera acabarlo, no me gusta dejar cosas a medias, así que bueno. Hace bastante que no... O sea, que dejé por el segundo episodio. Así que bueno, lo que voy a hacer va a ser irnos a la zona de que se va desbloqueando de cómics. Y ahí podemos ver un poquito, como un pequeño resumen de lo que fuimos haciendo. Eso era aquí. Por las remotas regiones del espacio viaja la Libélula, una pequeña unidad de investigación de la mancomunidad interplanetaria con 6 tripulantes. Su misión de exploración finaliza después de visitar muchos mundos y explorar numerosos planetas. Sin embargo, la tripulación le espera una última misión antes de volver a casa. A pesar de los riesgos, el astronavegador Novik se encarga personalmente de la extracción de un mineral muy raro y valioso. Novik consigue el mineral, pero le cuesta una pierna rota y terribles dolores. Sin embargo, el accidente del astronavegador no impide a la tripulación celebrar el fin de su ciclo de investigación. Ha sido todo un éxito y han creado estrechos vínculos entre ellos. Satisfechos, ponen rumbo a casa e inician un merecido descanso en los hibernadores. La tripulación de la Libélula despierta de la hibernación en modo de emergencia cuando la nave se acerca a un misterioso planeta, Regis III. A pesar de estar claramente preocupado, Novik no revela inmediatamente los detalles de esta inesperada misión. Aunque Regis III no parece tener valor para la investigación, la alianza, facción rival de la mancomunidad, ha enviado a este planeta a su unidad más poderosa, la nave Suak, el Invencible. A pesar de que la superficie del planeta está desolada y carece de vida, en sus océanos existen abundantes seres vivos que, por alguna razón, no salieron a tierra firme durante el proceso evolutivo. Los miembros de la tripulación se hacen una foto con un organismo acuático vivo como recuerdo. La sonda de la mancomunidad no había detectado nada raro antes de la interrupción de las comunicaciones por radio. Nada salvo un fuerte campo electromagnético. El astronavegador Novik envía al planeta a la doctora Yasna para buscar a la tripulación. Buscando a sus compañeros, Yasna encuentra unos arbustos metálicos. De pronto, un terrible dolor de cabeza la paraliza y, confundida, cae por un barranco. Aquí es donde empieza el juego, básicamente. Yasna despierta en un lugar extraño, sola, desorientada y con amnesia. Mantiene la esperanza de que, a pesar de los problemas de conexión, alguien esté recibiendo los mensajes. Yasna descubre que está en un planeta desolado, Regis III. Para obtener más información, se dirige al campamento de su tripulación que se encuentra cerca. Yasna se enfrenta a los desafíos con cuidado y consideración. La herida de su cabeza parece seria. Yasna vuelve a perder la conciencia. Yasna consigue llegar al campamento, pero allí solo encuentra un robot. En una de las tiendas se encuentra el Dr. Krauta, sumido en un extraño estupor. Gracias a la radio de Krauta, Yasna retoma el contacto con Novik. Yasna consigue encontrar un punto de referencia cerca del área de aterrizaje. Yasna encuentra a Marit, pero es demasiado tarde para salvarla. Con los compañeros que los encontramos todos al principio. Yasna encuentra a Cobal, otro miembro de la tripulación. Está vivo, pero sumido en el mismo estupor que Krauta. Yasna lo lleva al módulo de aterrizaje. Yasna reinicia la sonda de la mancomunidad, que a partir de ahora la acompañará en su recorrido y decide darle un nuevo nombre. Le pusimos Luna, porque nos orbita. Yasna utiliza un detector de metales en su búsqueda de Grosky para seguir las estructuras subterráneas. El módulo de aterrizaje vuelve a la Libélula con Arti y los miembros de la tripulación rescatados. Krauta, a quien Arti llevó al módulo de aterrizaje, muere. Sufrió un desafortunado accidente justo después de que Yasna abandonara el campamento. La reactivación del robot fue demasiado lenta y no pudo ayudar a Krauta. Esto tenemos que creernos, lo se supone. No sé, no me huele muy bien hasta donde juguemos. Yasna habla con Novik del futuro de la cibernética. Ella valora el desarrollo de los sistemas autónomos, pero también es consciente de sus defectos y limitaciones. Desde su punto de vista, los robots son herramientas en manos humanas. Yasna no encuentra a Grosky en su última posición. Para continuar la búsqueda, se adentra en un área con poca cobertura de radio. Yasna recuerda haber visto antes unos arbustos metálicos similares al principio de la misión, justo antes de su accidente y de perder la memoria. Yasna encuentra la cuerda de Grosky. Se descuelga por ella, pero a unos metros del suelo, y sin otra opción para llegar abajo, decide arriesgarse a saltar. No nos hicimos nada de milagro ahí, supongo. Yasna encuentra unas inusuales estructuras metálicas a las que finalmente acaba llamando ciudad. Encuentra las pertenencias de Grosky y su transmisor de posición, así que sigue la pista del doctor. Después de una ardua búsqueda, ya se encuentra por fin a Grosky, pero está inmóvil, herido e inconsciente. Pronto se da cuenta de que además no le queda oxígeno. Yasna decide ignorar el procedimiento y dar su oxígeno a Grosky. A continuación, lo lleva a un lugar en el que Novik lo recogerá con el módulo de aterrizaje. Yasna coloca los transmisores necesarios para el aterrizaje, pero de repente el suelo se hunde bajo sus pies y cae al profundo subsuelo de la ciudad. Yasna pierde las fuerzas y la esperanza de volver a salir. Inesperadamente se encuentra con Cobalt, que le ayuda a salir de las profundidades. O lo que creo yo que eran visiones. Por la falta de oxígeno, básicamente. Yasna consigue recuperar el contacto con Novik. También se da cuenta de que la falta de oxígeno le ha provocado alucinaciones. En la ciudad, Yasna encuentra un robot enorme, un cañón de antimateria andante que pertenece a la Alianza. Yasna intenta evitar a la máquina, pero esta la detecta y Yasna consigue escapar por muy poco. Pues gracias al bichito, a Luna, que lo teníamos cerca, Yasna encuentra información sobre la base de campo de la Alianza. Ya que la sonda ha sufrido daños irreparables, al sacrificarse por Yasna, la doctora decide recuperar el cerebro electrónico de la máquina. Igual en un futuro podemos hacer que tener otra. Solo había que cambiarlos como el corazón. O el cerebro. Novik miente a Yasna diciéndole que Grosky ha muerto, para conseguir que abandone la ciudad de metal. Yasna consigue salir de la ciudad en un astromóvil. Esto lo vamos a ver ahora. Es más largo por lo que digo. Cuando estuve en streaming, esto es justamente por donde lo voy a dejar. O sea, como esto va por capítulos, puedo seguir por donde lo dejé. Pero vamos a pasar por zonas que ya había visto, porque hice el streaming con esto. Así que vamos para allá. Continuar, cargamos partida. Yo llegué hasta aquí, pero voy a irme aquí, que es justamente donde lo dejemos en el último vídeo que habréis visto. Espero que vaya todo guay. Más o menos, sé que no va a ir perfecto, pero al menos que sea visible. Tenemos oxígeno.
How are the conditions?
I'm going. Please talk to me. Maybe that will calm me down. Oh shit! It hit the bonnet.
Don't worry. Even if it hits the rover directly, you'll come out unscathed. Yeah, the vehicle is kind of a Faraday cage. The energy will flow through the body, discharge into the ground.
I'm not worried. I'm a goddamn oasis of peace. And there are exceptions, you know. Such as the windshield shattering at high voltages. Doesn't stress me out at all.
Vale. Conseguimos oxígeno y ya tenemos vehículo.
But the crew's quite similar. Chemist, cyberneticist, a doctor, an engineer and a physicist. Simple reconnaissance mission. But there was a miscalculation and we crashed the rocket. Then we put it back together. For whatever was on hand. It's quite a machine. A true Frankenstein's monster, so to speak. Even more terrifying were the creatures we found on the surface of Eden.
Oh, wait. Creatures? You are making this up, aren't you, sir?
Not at all. I was indeed on a mission to Eden. However, I might have exaggerated a bit.
Tal vez aquí. Aquí la estructura metálica, que es por ahí. Hay una subida. El vehículo este, yo no sé, cuando estuve jugando puedes tirarte por cualquier parte que no le pasa nada. Resulta un poco raro. Guapo. por aquí. Ahora mismo no vemos mucho. El camino se dividirá o no se dividirá. No, eso que hay son rocas, no es otro camino. Hay que ir por la izquierda. Por ahí a la derecha sí parece que hay otro camino, pero este sigue por aquí. No recuerdo qué camino tomé.
I'm having trouble finding the right way.
You've got to head southwest.
How am I supposed to know where southwest is? I don't have a compass, remember?
The city attracts lightning, so the fewer flashes on the horizon, the better.
How far am I from the city's border?
Considering how fast you're moving, if you're heading straight to the destination, as long as no structures collapse.
You don't know, do you?
It's not that simple. There are too many unknown variables.
Aquí está un paso. Me tiro y punto.
I'm riding into a cave. The storm has subsided.
Claro, dentro de la cueva no esperes que llueve, habrá goteras, pero llover. Ha amainado la tormenta, dice.
I found a place to hide.
A Faraday cage?
That's not it. I left the structures behind. It's an ordinary rock formation.
Even better. You have to catch your breath eventually. Can I ask for one thing? Could you find the model number of the rover?
What for?
I've got an idea, but it depends on the model.
Esto lo hice. Distintivo.
Emmett's 2001. Could that be it?
Let me see. Bingo. Emmets are equipped with a black box. Please find it.
A ver, dame un segundo. Voy a darle un poquito más de volumen aquí. Que luego estoy editando, pues tendré que tocarlo, pero bueno. Tenemos luz.
I have the box, but it's all locked up.
Really? They must have changed the equipment because I have no information about a key.
Where did you even get a catalogue of their gear from, sir? And anyway, it doesn't matter. What should I do?
1 second. I need to think. Don't know if this can help. But the Alliance labels black boxes as data loggers. Eureka! Cable access. Look for something resembling a socket, a plug.
Toma de enchufe. ¿No me podía pasar al otro lado? Vale, sí.
I think I have something like that.
Then you can connect to the probe's brain there. And presto.
It won't work. These inputs are not compatible with Commonwealth plugs.
From the outside, our equipment is different, but inside we have the same guts, so to speak. The cable on the back of the box should already fit.
Same guts, hey? Just like with humans.
What?
Okay, it's in.
Just a moment. Well done, Doctor. I'm receiving a signal.
So, what now?
You can finally rest. It'll take me a while to dig through all the records.
Descansar. Con el cable de por medio no tiene mucho sentido eso, ¿no? Marca de la estación.
The rover was connected to a base.
The one from the slides?
Most probably.
No me acuerdo cómo funcionaba esto.
No one is transmitting from the base.
Esto está rojo.
On the other channels, all I hear is static.
The storm must be causing interference. I'd suggest you lie down.
Podías apagar la luz.
The storm's raging.
It may not be that simple. I'm too tired to sleep.
Yeah, I know that paradox all too well. Can I help you somehow?
Creo que sabe más de la alianza de lo que me aparenta.
Maybe I'll fall asleep if we talk.
Naturally. Do you have anything specific in mind?
Well, I'd love to know some official secrets about the Alliance base. The reason they're interested in this desiccated, bizarre planet that is Regis III.
Are you implying that I should know these secrets?
Yes. I think you're hiding something from me, sir. And at this stage of the mission, I lack both the strength and the inclination to beat around the bush.
In that case, let me reveal something I should never say as a commander. I have no idea what's going on this desiccated, fossilized egg. I don't know where the Alliance forces came from, why they came, or what they're doing here. But since we lost contact with the camp, I've had the feeling that I am deep in the dark.
Yeah, me too. Quite literally.
So I suggest we talk about something else, instead of getting ahead of ourselves. A more light-hearted subject, perhaps.
Me pregunto por qué me convertí en astronauta.
I wonder why I even applied for this job. It's probably because when I was 3 years old, my father and I stepped out into the garden to gaze at the stars, and I cried. Stupid, right?
Were you afraid of the dark?
Sort of. It felt like I was falling upwards, being pulled in by the starry sky. The cosmos turned out to be so infinitely vast, and I was so infinitely small. And I didn't understand any of it. Why am I here? Why is everything here? What is it for? I couldn't find an answer. So I cried.
Great. You became an astronaut because the cosmos terrifies you.
No. Because someday I want to understand. Or at least find as many answers as possible. And finally stop being afraid.
You won't come close to knowing everything. Trust me.
I'm not fooling myself. Someday maybe I'll just know enough.
¿Por qué usted se convirtió en astronauta?
And you? Why did you become an astronaut?
In my case, there are two answers to this question.
I'm all ears.
As cadets, we participated in a series of meetings. HQ organized them to encourage potential recruits. We all said the same thing, just a little different. We all wanted to push the boundaries of human potential,
Me sobo.
discover what is undiscovered. Remembering childhood memories when we first heard about that brave forces of the Commonwealth. Sometimes these speeches were already being prepared during the training, if you understand what I mean. Every astronaut wished to explore space. They had to wish that. But my reason, an honest reason, not a nice-sounding memory that never happened, I've never been able to find my place. So I came to the conclusion that I would not find it anywhere except out here, in space. Although I never dreamed of exploring. Such lofty ideas as expanding human limits were of little interest to me. It was among my crew that I've...
Y totalmente dormida.
Not good. Simply don't get a break.
What is it this time?
Storm front is approaching your location.
¿Qué? ¿Puedo oírlo?
Wait.
Oírnos.
Astrogator, can you explain to me what I'm hearing right now?
This is a recording from the rover. The Alliance has apparently broken the encryption of our radio channel.
Oh, bollocks. So what do we do?
We need to change the frequency and encryption key.
¿Para qué?
What's the point? As soon as you give me a new channel, they will overhear us and change it as well.
Just look at the probe's brain.
Luna? What's with...
All you have to do is watch it closely. I'm switching now. Waiting for you to join.
Oh, I see. The new frequency is...
Vale. Tercer. Son 3 lucecitas.
Okay, the channel is active. Now the encryption key. The first 3 digits of the cipher are...
3, 2, 7. Qué listo.
The next is...
4, 2. ¿Es 2, 1, 4? ¿Pero en qué orden? ¿Cuándo empieza? Ahora empezaría, ¿no? 2, es 2, 1, 4.
Yasna?
I'm here.
Well done. That should buy us some time.
So, how should we continue?
Don't you need more time to rest?
I do. But there's no way I'm going to sleep now. Besides, nothing's stopping me anymore. The storm has subsided.
All right. Let's not risk evacuating directly from the city. Should be safer outside its perimeter. I took the liberty of looking through the photos of the nearby area. Everything north and east of your location looks relatively safe. All you have to do is move away
¿Debería
from
volver a la nave?
So, should I go back to the ship?
That's an odd question. Of course you should come back. Now even more than ever. Very concerned for your safety, Doctor.
No need to be. I'm fine.
Márchate de la ciudad. Me tiro toda la noche con la luz encendida. No nos van a pillar este canal en principio, o les va a costar, ¿no? ¿Puedo bajarme? Para, loca. Ah, que va sola.
Astrogator, I think I've gone far enough. There is a vast open area in front of me. Astrogator? The city is no longer visible. We need to decide what to do next.
Punto de observación.
Dragonfly, over. Are you there?
Yes, please excuse me. I was in the infirmary. Is the coast clear?
Yep, all clear.
Good. Give me a moment. I'm looking at the satellite images.
¿Cómo se encuentra?
Have you
Cobalt.
checked on Koval, by any chance?
Yes, among other things.
Mira
And
esto, tú cómo se ve.
how is he?
He's stable.
But
There are no buts, Doctor. You'll see him soon. All right, I've got it. Sector AZ-25... Let's say AZ-2504. Please check if it's fit to land.
Voy a hacer una cosa. Modo foto. Me gusta a mí el modo foto. ¿Cómo se bajaba? Girar ajustes, mover adelante, mover izquierda, mover arriba, abajo. Vale. Iba a decir que llevo en la cara y es mi pelo, ¿no? Se supone. Mira cómo mola. Sacar foto. ¿No puedo quitar la interfaz? Sí, sí que puedo. Registrar la zona indicada. ¿Eso no podría quitarse de ahí en medio? ¿O qué? O hasta que eso no se quite ahora mismo. Ahora. Madre mía, es que... Cositas. Me vale. Vale, pues hay que seguir adelante. ¿Cómo se mira lo de las misiones? Registrar la zona, vale, pero no lo veo muy bien. Vamos a seguir camino y ya está. Arriba. Ah, no puedo. Tengo que hacerlo a pie. Es a pie. Vale. Esto era...
One step at a time, Yasna.
Ahí está.
One step. Like I said, it looks good. Clear opening, flat terrain.
Excellent. Please go there while I prepare the lander. I'll just pack Artie inside.
Lugar de aterrizaje. ¿Y eso es todo?
So that's it. You're taking me to the Dragonfly. We're flying away from here for good.
We have no other choice, Doctor. At this stage of the mission, we can only minimize losses. You understand that, don't you? Yasna?
Me gustaría considerar otras posibilidades. ¿Qué ha pasado aquí? ¿Qué está pasando? ¿Qué es todo esto?
Are you sure that's all we can do? Couldn't we?
Don't you even think about it.
About what? You didn't let me finish, sir.
But I know what might be on your mind. Going back for Gorski's body, contacting the Alliance, or continuing research on your own. These are not possibilities. They're certain death. Please remember, we have just one lander left. As a commander, I must first ensure your safe return. Only then I'll send Artie with other tasks.
Vámonos. La base de la Alianza. Y por aquí. No hay nada.
Yasna, focus. What now?
Zona de aterrizaje. Base de la Alianza. Vamos para allá.
I won't need the lander, astrogator.
What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean, sir. I'm not coming back.
Yasna, this is sheer madness. You're heading straight to the enemy base.
This is the only way I can find out what's going on here. What happened to our people? I have several hours of travel ahead of me.
You can still turn back.
No. And if you tried to convince me otherwise, I'll just turn the radio off.
Fine. I'll stop insisting. Please just understand the position you put me in. As a commander, now I have to decide whether to risk detection by the Alliance. Because by putting yourself in their hands, you're risking not only your own life, but also the rest of the crew's.
Puede irse. Quédese un poco más. A ver, solo un poco, ¿no?
I totally understand. Can't you wait a few more hours? I still need your support, sir.
Yeah. And I still want to be here to help you. Please don't turn off your radio. I'm not going anywhere.
Un poco más tarde.
They're approaching their
Carga, carga, carga.
Yasna,
Yes?
I understand that no matter what I say, it won't change your mind. But please be careful. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
Tendré cuidado como siempre.
I will be cautious. Like always. Just because I'm acting against your orders doesn't mean I intend to be foolish, sir.
It's comforting in its own way that even in an act of insubordination, you want to remain professional. I'll let you know when you cross their perimeter. Once you've crossed, hide the rover. Behind a bend or under a ledge. Telemetry observation will be vital. Once we know the camp's weaponry situation, we'll decide what to do next.
Copy that.
No veo, enciende las luces. Vale, paso que haya pedrascos por todos lados. Paso por encima perfectamente.
Hey! What was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
Guarida, área despejada.
The base is in front.
Yasna, I'm not kidding. If you don't stop, I'll do it for you.
Objeto volador.
For me? I wonder how... But have it your way, sir.
Remotely, Yasna, remotely. I understand the urgency, but we must maintain at least some semblance of reason.
Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's a field base. Multi-module. For about several dozen people. Rather well equipped.
¿Cómo era para...? Vale.
There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great. They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding in modules.
No.
I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes.
Is that all?
I think so.
Then please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your presence. Or it will soon enough. There's no point in further postponing the inevitable.
Me alegro de haber parado.
Still, I'm glad that I stopped. I feel better knowing that there's no heavily armed military waiting for me there.
Me too, Doctor. Me too.
Vale. Dios, qué mal va,
We'll most likely lose contact soon. So let me be clear. Your situation is highly precarious. You cannot trust the Alliance or expect them to be willing to help. If things don't go our way, I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen. But I know their methods of interrogation, and in all fairness, they're very effective.
Actúa como si fuera una espía.
Hang on, sir. What exchange? I'm not a spy, I'm a scientist.
I'm afraid that doesn't change anything. You want information about Regis III. For that reason alone, they might consider you a spy.
But what kind of spy exposes themselves to direct questions?
A desperate one, Doctor.
Bueno, primero a ver si encontramos a alguien.
How odd.
What?
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm not blind, sir. There's really no one here.
Don't get out yet. Could be some kind of trick.
No se baje todavía.
Not a living soul.
Better for your safety if they make the first move. If you really don't see anyone. All right then. Enter the base. Just slowly, with your hands up.
I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
Vale. Coño.
The silhouette I saw.
Yes?
It's just a robot.
¿Es como el nuestro? No puedo hacer nada, no es por aquí. Como se despierte, se verás. A ver. Un momentito. Vale, ya estoy aquí de vuelta. Le he bajado, se habrá notado ahora en la resolución un montón. Y aún así, va de aquella manera. Le he bajado a 1080. ¿Soy yo el único que le va como el ojete a este juego? Que ha jugado juegos mucho más potentes. Y parece que están mucho mejor optimizados,
I'm going in.
Por aquí.
Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either.
No hay nadie. Una nota. La muerte del sol, rectificación de artículo. El editor responsable de un escandaloso artículo que ataca mi reputación y subestima mis logros científicos. Solicito respetuosamente la rectificación del artículo La muerte del sol. O la muerte del sol, mejor dicho. Amenazas de un científico, publicado en las páginas 9 y 10 del número 5 del año en curso de la revista científica Joven Astrofísico. El texto no solo incluye errores científicos fundamentales, sino que también cita incorrectamente la hipótesis que formulé en el último congreso. Incluye una corrección. De acuerdo con y recuerdo que mi nombre es Dr. Bauza, investigaciones llevadas a cabo durante viajes por el espacio, constato que el tiempo que tarda una estrella en consumir el hidrógeno depende de su masa, pero este fenómeno es aplicable a todas las estrellas, y la nuestra, por mucho que queramos sustraerla de las leyes de la física, no se encuentra, y nada implica que se encuentre, fuera del alcance de este fenómeno. Así pues, ¿cuál es mi hipótesis? En el futuro, todo el hidrógeno combustible en el núcleo del Sol se consumirá. Surgirá una esfera de fusión hidrogénica que se expandirá hasta que la temperatura se reduzca por debajo de 10 millones de grados Fahrenheit. El núcleo se encogerá y las cenizas resultantes del fuego hidrogénico actuarán como combustible, permitiendo que comience una segunda ronda de reacciones de fusión y extendiendo la vida del Sol unos cuantos cientos de millones de años más. Resulta indudable que el Sol pasará de ser una enana amarilla a una gigante roja y que se reducirá la fuerza gravitatoria sobre Venus y la Tierra. Estos planetas se distanciarán entonces del Sol y como resultado se librarán en cierto modo, pero el poderoso Sol rojo aún consumirá Mercurio antes de extinguirse. Basándose en mis investigaciones, puedo garantizar que es cierta mi declaración de que el Sol vivirá 10.000 años como una estrella de secuencia principal. Su existencia comenzó hace 5.000 millones de años y seguirá brillando durante otros 5.000. Sin embargo, no se trata, como hemos leído en una opinión del citado editor, de una amenaza basada en hipótesis variables, invenciones y alucinaciones de un doctor en ciencias astropsíquicas en busca de renombre a costa de acabar con el bienestar emocional de la especie humana. La fugacidad es un proceso que afecta a cada cosa y entidad del universo, incluyendo a los editores de revistas científicas obsesionados con alcanzar la popularidad y el éxito con sus burdos escritos. Respetuosamente, Dr. Bouza. En caso de no proceder a publicar rectificación, bueno, sí, que se cagan todos los que escribieron eso. Vale. Esto es una salida, aquí hay taquillas que no puedo abrir tampoco. Pues eso parece. No hay nadie, ¿eh?
Moving on. Still quiet. It's eerie. Empty.
Comida. ¿Se escucha?
I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah? The doors were open.
Unbelievable, just unbelievable.
I'm at the control station.
Interruptor del dispositivo.
Several units can be controlled from here. I wonder which... Oh, damn. One's unavailable.
Probably out of reach, or they took it.
No puedo hacer nada.
I got the feed. But I can't get it to move. It's got a weak signal. Must be too far away.
Está lejos. Esto la otra vez lo vi, está por ahí volando. No muy lejos.
One is a flying unit. Some sort of probe.
Flying over the base.
Correct.
Can you extract data from it?
Sure. Never too much data. Especially in the current situation. I just need to find a place to land it.
Vale. Ahí es donde estoy. Lugar de aterrizaje. O aquí quizá. Sí, hay mejor señal. Sí, el coche está ahí.
I landed the probe.
La ha aterrizado o la ha estrellado.
Gonna check it in a spare moment.
¿Puede tener otra luna entonces? Tengo curiosidad. ¿Hay más cosas por aquí? Nada. ¿Puedo salir? Es con W. O sea, tengo que... ¿A quién se le ocurre? Tengo que andar hacia adelante para levantarme de la silla. Impresión de avisos.
They've got a device for intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. The guy survived. Someone saved him. Interesting. The coordinates changed upwards, which indicates he was evacuated by air. The alarm signal broke off high above the ground. 18561.
754. Yes, it's Gorski.
You said he died during the night.
Correct. I did. I couldn't let you go back to those ruins.
Did you send the lander? When?
While you were still on your way to the base, Parte carried him on board, secured him. Gorski's in the infirmary now.
Ha sido muy cruel.
The
Me ha
prognosis
mentido,
is
¿eh?
cautious, but his condition has stabilized.
How could you, sir? I believe Gorski was dead. I blame myself for his death. And now you dare say you did it for my own good?
If I hadn't lied, you'd be willing to risk everything to save him. His chances were insanely small. I had to get you out first.
If Gorski had died because you waited too long...
But he didn't. Thanks to you, Yasna.
One more thing. I realize we still need to work together. So, I'll submit my reports as usual. But that doesn't mean everything's fine.
Understood, Doctor. I appreciate your professionalism.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Nave nodriza.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Expedición al océano.
Like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry.
Base anterior.
Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here. But seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found... you won't guess. Metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit.
No puedo ver mucho de ahí, por no decir nada, solo lo pilla y ya está.
In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So, that was their last move.
Well, there's no information about their return. Maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base.
La nave grande. El
On
Invencible.
the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
No se puede descartar.
Oh, surely they could detect him. They could have detected all of us. But would they really do something about it?
Well, for some reason they left their base. I'm assuming that has something to do with it.
Astrogator, this doesn't make any sense. You can't just wrap up the whole operation. Anyway, the first thing they would take were vehicles and equipment. Only the people are missing here.
Todo el mundo perdido. Vale. Diario actualizado. Comprueba el nivel superior. Vale, estamos aquí. Esto es hacia el convoy. Tendría que irme por abajo. Derecha, ¿no? A esta parte de aquí. Camino del convoy. ¿Y esto? El bichito este, ¿dónde lo he aterrizado? Ahí. No hay nada que pueda hacer aquí, ¿no? Campo de fuerza. ¿Es un ruido?
Force field's down.
Bueno.
I opened the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor.
Vale, ¿es por aquí?
One more minute, and our satellite will be over their ship.
Sí, es por ahí, sí.
Oh, we're lucky. Clouds are low. Fortunately, their ship's not here. Neither there or...
Are you still looking?
Not here either. Ah, bingo.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you.
Aquí hay
entering the
pisadas.
next module. I guess it's a biolab.
What?
The scientists excavated some animal remains and reconstructed their hypothetical appearance. I found similar remains underground, right after finding Gorski. I wasn't sure if it was my imagination or not. Now there's no doubt. So long ago, reptilian organisms roamed the surface of Regis III. They had the opportunity to study organisms preserved in the ocean. Wow. They found the same species of fish.
Did they confirm the similarity to those on Earth?
Yes, lots of similarities. It started rotting.
It?
The fish.
In a bacteria-free environment? How so?
All living organisms serve as breeding grounds for bacteria. And there were both fish and humans in here.
Órgano extraño.
Apart from one, I've never seen anything like this. They discovered a new organ. Even managed to run some tests already. According to their conclusions,
Yes?
it detects electromagnetic waves. That's why those fish were swimming away from our probe.
In other words, they've come across probes or something similar before. Something that threatened them.
Good guesser. In order to develop such an organ, they must have had a strong external stimulus. They detect the waves to survive.
¿Y esto?
No longer alive. I could spend all day here if I could.
Me llevo una muestra.
I'm not surprised, Doctor.
Por aquí nada más. Hay una salida. Sigo para adelante.
Still, nothing. It looks like a geology lab. One of these diagrams shows a geological cross-section. As suspected, it's all metal below the surface, of relatively thin layers of rock. But compared to the rest of the continent, the deposits in this region are significantly younger. The range of their ground measurements covers a much wider area. To my eye, it seems they use advanced sonar. What they dug up here stretches for tens of kilometers.
What do you mean? What's in the ground, Doctor?
Metal deposits. Those structures. We still don't know where they came from. In such a peculiar form. They conducted a soil survey 500 meters deep.
Oh, that's a big piece of history, so to speak. What did they find?
Millions of years ago, life was abundant on the planet.
That would match our assumptions.
Yeah. Subdelta 92 class planets have very favorable conditions for the development of a biosphere.
So what happened? Did they draw any conclusions?
According to them, the extinction of life was caused by a supernova explosion.
But ground activity does not indicate...
It happened long ago. Longer than we anticipated. They've dated this event to 10 million years ago.
Only this one. The supposed end of Lyran's civilization.
Well, that's never been proven. There was practically no trace of them.
All right. What happened after?
Regeneración de la vida.
Life was slowly recovering, but never returned to the pre-supernova peak.
Not enough time?
No. At first, it developed quickly, but then slowed down and declined.
Because another disaster?
Astrogator, the change in the biosphere development curve coincides with the occurrence of ferruginous clays.
This whole metal contraption. Do I understand correctly?
Yes. I don't know what that has to do with it, though. Metals are really not that dangerous. The radioactive deposits marked here are not a definitive obstacle for life either. The biosphere has the ability to perfectly adapt, develop defense mechanisms, and fight back effectively.
Well, unless the planet is hit by a supernova wave.
Yes. Such sudden events leave no time for adaptation.
Decadencia de los metales.
Even if we assume that these metals were lethal to organic life, that extinction shouldn't last forever. And yet, life never again developed beyond the waters.
Does this mean another dominator has appeared on the land? Or one that leaves no trace behind?
Therein lies the rub. The Alliance have conducted a great deal of research. That they haven't found a logical explanation for this phenomenon is, to put it mildly, disturbing. Clearly, we're dealing with something beyond our comprehension. And I mean human comprehension in general.
Demonios. ¿Por qué no evolucionaban fuera del agua? Vale, a ver... ¿Puedo tener una nueva luna?
First images from this area. If it's been flying long enough, it may store important information.
Vale. Pero esto soy yo. Hay fotos de mi llegada.
It photographed the moment of my arrival. I'm on the slides.
We already know that. Is there something else?
No, the base is empty. The probe must have just started recording. Okay, finished. There wasn't much of it, really.
Es todo súper reciente. ¿No me la puedo llevar? Pues no parece. Aquí no hay nada más que yo pueda hacer, ¿verdad? No tiene pinta. Vamos a nuestro coche. Vale. La dirección es izquierda ahora. Es que quería haber mirado si se podía ir de alguna manera a la derecha. Pero al final digo, vamos por donde hay que ir y ya está.
I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy.
Se supone que voy bien.
Down you go, oh bright sun. Time to let the night in. For my legs are heavy.
Cuidado.
The field is not inviting. Legs become too heavy. Hands become too weary. Down you go, oh bright sun. Night is not that scary. Hide behind the dark woods while we're running barefoot.
Cojones. Platillo.
I found a flying saucer. It landed near the excavation site.
Don't risk trying to fly it, Yasna. Nothing guarantees it works.
I didn't even... Contrary to what you believe, sir, I don't have a death wish.
Oye, pero esto funciona en este universo. No puedo. Vaya. Con lo que habría molado. Otra base. Aquí hay metal aquí de este en el...
Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. The Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. In my opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Well, for me, it's quite impressive.
That was exactly their goal, to impress. Such giants aren't very practical, though. I would even say that the larger the ship, the bigger the problems.
Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous machine.
Also metal?
Yes.
So, a robot? Or something else that finally looks familiar?
Well, it looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Es como una lente o...? A ver si es metálico. Será así súper rígido, ¿no?
The excavator has a massive work area. They had photos of the site in the database, taken before they started digging. It's unrecognizable. Inside, there's a structure. Yes, a metal one. Similar to the ones on the surface. But these are completely hidden underground. According to the schemes from the geological unit, metal can be found in every part of this area. There's also a couple of smaller cranes here. In comparison to the Colossus, they look like it's pups.
Yes, I got it. They have big machines. Bigger than ours.
Muchas grandes, o sea, muchas grandes, muchas máquinas y muy grandes. ¿Puedo echar un vistazo de más cerca a eso o qué? ¿No me van a dejar? Vale, hay que seguir hacia arriba, ¿no? A ver, ¿en qué direcciones?
How far to that convoy?
Oh, not far. Even if I make a few stops, it won't take long.
Vale, ¿es recto por aquí? No del todo, ¿eh? Por aquí hay otro camino. ¿Pero esto se corta? Sí, esto no parece que vaya a ningún sitio. ¿O sí? No lleva a ningún lado, ¿no? Esto. Nada, me lo marcan como cerrado esto.
Status? What's new?
Well, nothing really. At least not in the last 5 seconds, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Si hay algo, ya te lo digo. Vamos a poder continuar por aquí. Es que yo también tengo que saltar abajo. He subido y no debía. Pero no es... Por aquí no se puede. he pasado mucho de largo. ¿Qué es por las grúas estas? Hacia adelante. Vale, ahora sí vamos bien. No quede nadie vivo. Alguien tiene que haber.
Yasna? Everything's all right?
Yes, yes. Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
Ponía punto observación.
A simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
Vale. Dice que me sirve subirme aquí. A ver, estamos un poco más alto, pero poco. No me deja. Vale, es seguir adelante. Eso no hace falta subirte, ¿no? Para ello. Ubicación.
The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Any doubts?
No, I don't. I still think we have to go there. If they're not in the base, they must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
Camino lateral.
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy. Or try and take a side path to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Por ahí.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Yasna.
All right. I'll try to get there via the side path.
Camino lateral. Vale. A ver. Bueno, pues vamos. No puedo bajar por aquí, ¿no? ¿O sí? Ah, sí. Y que dejo el coche aquí. Arriba. Uf. Qué grande, Yasna. Puede pesar el trajecito este. También es verdad que en la gravedad que estamos debe de pesar bastante poco. Esta se supone que es la última localización donde estaba esta gente.
This mission drags on so much. Sometimes I think you're going to take off without me, sir.
Don't count on it, Doctor.
Niveles de radiación han aumentado.
The radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yasna, be careful of radiation, of other people. Just watch yourself.
La radiación significa que no hay otras personas.
Considering the radioactive environment, I assume the probability of finding people here is close to zero.
And mine well indicates something quite the opposite. Human technology equals radiation, after all.
Está como súper perfecto en el agujero.
I found a way to the convoy. What might interest you, sir, is that it appears to be a mechanically drilled tunnel. Circular, precise.
I'm more curious about what's on the other end. Although curious might not be quite the right word.
Oh,
Yasna, you all right?
Yes, I am. Oh, shit. They're close. At least one. But there's not a soul. I don't see anyone.
creo que hay algo.
Oh no. Astrogator. They're dead.
So you found someone.
Tiene el presentimiento de que podría acabar así.
After seeing their base, I had a feeling it might end like this. Still, I wonder, what were they looking for? Was it that killed them? Just what the hell?
Saca el bicho este, ¿no? Por aquí. ¿Esto qué era? ¿El camino principal? Pero esto... ¿La otra marca es la antimateria?
Found the antimat. It looks damaged, but its log may still be intact.
Copy that. Proceed.
Y hay otro allí.
I won't get anything out of the other antimat. It's completely busted, to put it mildly.
Pues tiene pinta de que le ha atravesado un rayo. Se han peleado el uno al otro. Aquí está la otra marca, ¿no? Sí.
Okay. I'm getting into the antimat's recorder. What do we have here? They were preparing for departure. The convoy's heading somewhere. I was there! It's the location with the giant cranes. Right before they lifted that strange artifact above ground level. They're getting close to where I am now. They're here. Sending a probe. It's hard for them to reach the site. That's why they're trying to get there from above. Oh, they're tunneling their way through with a beam of antimatter.
How subtle. Can you locate the breach?
Encuentra el agujero. Está a mi espalda.
Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel. Of course.
Don't jump to conclusions, Doctor. Not before you finish. We need to know what to expect there first.
Shame. The transport's leaving. Those containers ended up in one of the transporters. I wonder if it's still nearby.
Si encontramos los transportadores podemos ver qué es lo que estaban sacando.
Something's going on. One man's trying to draw the attention of the others to... I have no idea what's beyond the frame. The photo is such poor quality. You can clearly see the fear in his face. One of them is staring with concern at an instrument. Some sort of meter. Measurements are also strange. The electromagnetic field is in the upper range.
That's a recurring factor, which explains nothing, really. We're going in circles instead of getting you off this planet. Is there anything actually helpful in those photos?
¿Acaso no quiere una explicación?
Don't you want to know what happened, sir?
I do. If my crew was safe and sound, I'd gladly investigate it myself. Explaining this mystery would not only expand our knowledge, but also bring us honor and glory. Not to mention the exposure of the Alliance's incompetence. At the moment, though, I have other priorities, Doctor.
Next slide. People rushing out of the tunnel, running from whatever's in there.
But are we still considering whether you should go inside? I admit it's all very intriguing, but also too risky. What I'm trying to say is, I fear for your safety, Yasna.
Yo también tengo miedo. Puedo cuidar de mí misma.
Spare me your concern, sir. I'm not a child. I'll be fine. One of the antimats has fired straight into the tunnel.
And? What happened next?
There's nothing else. Only... darkness.
Can't you see what he was aiming for?
Total panic. Everyone's trying to escape. There's also a second antimat. It's shooting into the air.
Unbelievable. Both were faulty.
Astrogator. The antimat's new objective is to eliminate, instead of protecting.
What happens next?
The second antimat. That's what destroyed it. People are frozen with fear. They don't know what to do.
El que está destrozado.
It's
Buah.
firing directly at the crew. Shooting them. One by one. It's horrifying what an antimatter beam does to the human body.
I'm sorry you have to see this, Yasna. Regis III doesn't spare you.
Tales armas deberían de estar prohibidas.
Who needs such destructive power? This technology puts us on a straight path to annihilation.
Well, the Alliance will do anything to feel invincible, hence their flagships.
It's not only them, Astrogator. If I remember correctly, we're not engaged in open conflict. And yet, we too participate in this ridiculous arms race. To the death and beyond. Someone hid behind a rock.
How do you know?
This antimat has thermal imagery.
Los ve a través de las rocas encima.
Hiding from it made no difference. one man has raised his hands in surrender. If only a machine could take pity on him.
With a proper programming, it could recognize such gestures, but it could never feel compassion. No.
It killed him. The machine just killed him. Oh, fuck.
Yasna?
Hostia.
The last photo is from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Bloody hell, so it's not dead after all. The machine that massacred the Alliance is still operational, and it could target you at any moment.
Let's hope not.
Perhaps it's best to hope. While moving away. If that's all...
What about that tunnel?
Right.
Ir a echar un vistazo.
So? I'll go check it out.
I know you will, Yasna. Proceed.
Revisa el área. Bicharraco. Vale, este túnel. Oigo un ruido.
I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel.
Still active. Take your time, Yasna. Keep rushing.
I can't hear. I don't understand you, sir. The audio's breaking up.
As unexpected. You are in a...
I'll get back to you once I reach the end.
Understood.
It's in Octan. Coming at me. Huh. Carrying something.
Me mareo.
I got out. Well, inside a cave.
Yasna, can you hear me? Over.
Copy that. I don't feel too... My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
No. No. I'm better now.
Y hay plantas de estas también.
Can you tell me what's in there?
This place is full of metal bushes.
Same as the ones before.
Well, the lower parts of the bushes are, how to put it, fruitless.
So the Alliance came to pick the fruits.
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
What task?
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
And why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path. I'm pretty sure the box is filled with research material. Those fruits.
Frutos.
Could you retrieve them somehow?
It won't be easy to snatch a crate from its steel grip. I'll come closer first.
Si no puedo hacer nada. ¿Y debería de adentrarme por aquí? Registra el área. O sea que igual sí, ¿no? Que esto es esto, pero... Avanzo a ver. Estas cosas siguen. Oh. Muro metálico.
I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
Which is more metal?
Yes, a metal interior. Roots are exposed as well. They're not embedded in any rock, but in a tissue-like alloy.
Metal bushes growing out of metal soil.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, all the bushes in this area, and there are plenty of them as I understand, appear to grow on the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor.
Básicamente las plantas estas salen de
Can you please check them, Yasna?
el metal.
Do you have anything specific in mind?
Doctor, if it's all metal...
Then I'll use a detector. Right. I'm checking. Give me a sec.
Perfect.
Otro cuerpo aquí, ¿eh? Estoy apuntándome los nombres, ¿no? Se parece que está despegado del casco. Pero yo por aquí no puedo pasar, ¿no? Conexiones subterráneas.
Everything matches. There's metal all around. And the bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Interesting. Sounds similar...
To the structures I saw following Gorski. Yes. Huh. Well, perhaps it's... looks like two generations. One, old, dead, a relic. Second, these bushes grew in the remains of the former generation.
Hang on. Are you saying that this new generation is alive,
Eso parece.
and the old one used to be alive?
We can't rule it out.
And you say that as a biologist? I haven't heard you mention cells, membranes, organs, or green bodies, which leads me to one conclusion. That thing is not alive, Doctor.
Well, we're used to calling all life proteinaceous, especially ourselves. But that's on Earth. The universe doesn't give a damn about our classifications.
Yasna, are you abandoning your profession? All you have learned, discovered, researched so far?
I'm just opening up to the unknown.
Estoy flipando.
Shit! I can't handle it anymore.
¿Me voy a desmayar? Uy, uy, uy. Bug. Tengo una mano más. 3 brazos aquí. ¡Hostias! Se desvió. Sigue al Arctan.
The robot disappeared.
You must have broken its loop.
I didn't.
You must have done something. Never mind. We'll try to locate it. But first of all, get out of there now.
I found the robot. It hasn't gone far.
Good. Please follow it.
Fuck! Fuck, it's getting up!
What? The robot?
No, the antimat!
You need to act fast. Move, Yasna. But
No! It won't kill me!
Yasna? Are you alive?
Yes.
Pero este bicho veía a través de las paredes, ¿eh?
What's it doing now?
Oh no.
Cuida de Cobal.
Our people, Novik. Do you hear? Find them the best medics.
Yasna, what do you...
Koval, I tried.
No, don't die on me now. I'm begging you, don't give up. You can't... You can't. I failed you. Sorry. So fucking sorry. It's all my fault, you hear me? All mine. It was my decision. I decided to accept this mission.
How did I survive? Wait. You said you had a choice.
Yasna, you're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough.
And the antimat?
He decided not to shoot me after all.
Muy raro.
Continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed... This could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine...
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
Le perdono.
Oh, to hell with it. I can't really blame you. After all, you're the commander. It's your job to make decisions like that. And live with the consequences.
Right. It means a lot to hear that from you, Yasna. Thank you. So, what do we do now? Will you finally let me send Hopper for you?
I can't just fly away. Now more than ever. I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people. And what we can do to aid them. For now, you can forget about the research material. The only thing left of the Arctan is its feet.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is dead. If there's anything more to learn, it's from the recording devices. The first antimat told us a lot. The second one is destroyed. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the rovers. Are they on the convoy list?
Cierto, en los coches deben estar lo que han ido metiendo, ¿verdad? Saca fotos, de todo lo que va haciendo. Buah. Ahí estamos. Bicharraco. ¿Y ahora qué? Me he abierto un agujero. Joder.
It's cooled down.
Sí, estaba rojo cuando he mirado hacia aquí antes. Hey.
Actually, it's right in front of me.
Encuentra el grabador de datos. Diario actualizado. Salta ahí algo y me da algo, tú. Pues esto es parte de los convoys, ¿no? ¿Lo apuntas? Hay un muerto. ¿No puedo separarlo? Se ven todos los vehículos en el radar. Nada que pueda hacer, ¿no? Este tiene llave.
Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway?
Extremely unreasonable of them. But it's nothing to complain about, is it?
So, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Antka.
Hello, Antka. Tesla here. I can hear you.
Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the
We
slides.
encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site, separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first transport. Dr. Boza and Osterhaus have already begun their preliminary research here on site.
Gotcha. I'm passing it on.
El doctor Bouza es el del libro.
Of course. Over and out.
There's more.
Que se quejaba con la nota esa.
Dr. Boza wants to talk with you.
Tesla here. Over.
We have a sort of discovery.
Oh, I'm listening.
25th day.
Base, this is Boza.
Doctor.
These tiny crystals contain highly advanced technology. Individually, they are slender and helpless. However, when in a group, they seem to stimulate and support each other, revealing new properties. At first, they started to emit an electromagnetic field.
Okay, and then?
A handful of small crystals gathered together. When in a larger group, they activated and... this is our biggest revelation so far. They started floating in the air.
Did I hear that right?
The larger the group, the easier, more freely.
Yes. Apparently it's flying.
Like a swarm of mechanical flies.
Slow down, Doctor. You say crystals, or rather flies. Which one is it?
Call it whatever you want. These creatures have a precise threefold symmetry, resembling the letter Y, with three-pointed arms connecting in a central bulge. Black as coal in direct light, shimmering with shades of blue and olive in reflected light. As my colleague Osterhaus mentioned, they somewhat resemble the abdomens of certain terrestrial insects. Is Markovnik there?
Navigator's unavailable right now.
Well, please let him know we'll submit our reports as soon as he's available. Oh, and have him send us another transporter, will you?
Autonomous robots the size of flies.
It's not finished. Let's keep listening.
Hello, Convoy. Antka, come in. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart.
Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base.
But why? What happened?
Scouts came back from this whole
Se
city.
están acercando cosas,
What's
¿no?
going on? Hello?
Mira esto.
Tesla, come in. Navigator speaking. Don't take anything. Just get out of there.
Me estoy acojonando un poco, ¿eh?
Order.
Last
¿O eso era la
sight.
grabación?
Amazing. Microbots grouping and flying together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Why didn't I think of it sooner? Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human
Los
brain.
compañeros.
Usually it concerns long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Please elaborate, Doctor. What sort of effects?
various brain dysfunctions. It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Merit.
Most probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but the human being such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
En teoría.
I can't be sure. There's no precedence. Even if there is room for development, learning everything all over, they won't remember anything. Even language, their past, our voyages together. Let's face it, this new life of theirs will be far from normal. They'll be aged children, walking curiosities, oddities, lab rats, all that made them gone to hell.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
¿Esos bichos sí serán agresivos o qué?
I'll search for those containers of flies.
Contenedores de moscas. ¿No funciona? Pues nada. Vale. ¿Y hay algún signo de...? Porque tiene la puerta abierta, pero como ha muerto este. ¿El propio campo electromagnético le frió el cerebro? Como... Porque no hay signos de que esos bichitos no sé, atravesaran el traje o alguna cosa así.
I've located one of the transporters, sir. Please don't celebrate yet, though. Something strange has happened to it.
Get to the point, please.
¿El
What's
robot
wrong?
dentro?
The outer shell is damaged. There are holes everywhere.
Like from bullets?
No, it looks like it's been corroded by strong acid.
Corroído.
The door to the cargo bay has budged a little, but it won't open fully. It's too awkward to squeeze in.
No puedo entrar.
The whole vehicle is just stuffed with bushes.
But can you see past them?
Not quite yet.
Le han salido arbustos al robot también, es de metal, o sea, no sé.
Now. I can see broken containers. No sign of the flies.
Just plenty of bushes.
You have some theories, sir?
Everything that comes to my mind seems absurd.
Me encantaría escucharlo.
You go ahead, sir. As I see it, no idea is too absurd right now.
I haven't quite thought it through. Not yet. Maybe after I listen to your assessment.
Well, look, I think it might work like this. The bushes and flies have a symbiotic relationship. I even consider that the flies are part of the bushes. Just like the fruits. If the flies can fly, they behave more like insects. And the bushes like plants.
Exacto.
I see we're getting back to biological analogies. According to your profession, do I correctly conclude that you are confident that this can be a life form?
Cada vez parece más claro.
Given the age of the oldest forms and the evidence of continued activity, differentiation, a particular drive towards miniaturization, improvement, and lethal effectiveness, I dare say that we are dealing with an evolution here. Far longer than that of human. Also very different. And dead.
Necroevolution. Mortuus evolutionis. I still don't understand where this change is coming from.
What if I said that the flies and bushes are the same thing, but in different forms? When they need to move, they develop moving parts, the flies. When they need to multiply, expand their volume, they settle on the metal substrate, form bushes, absorb raw material, and they are again ready to transform and relocate to a new source, and so on and so forth.
And I can tell you it's the most sophisticated form of being I've ever heard of, with all the skepticism that comes with it.
Es como similar a las plantas, ¿no? Que sueltan las semillas y el viento las mueve y se plantan en otras partes. Pero con un organismo, o sea, con organismos vivos. Como si soltaran moscas o algo así las propias plantas con sus semillas. Vale. Dios. Otra cúpula de estas. Las piedras me impiden cruzar. Yo apunto todo. ¿Y esto lo puedo tocar sin que me corte un brazo o algo?
The second transporter is under a force field. It's hovering above the ground.
So it is operational. Probably also in better shape than the other one.
It certainly looks better.
The cargo may be intact then.
Es probable, pero ¿cómo llego yo a desactivar eso? Encuentro otro camino. Había uno ahí atrás. En algún momento los veremos, supongo. Y otro cuerpo aquí. A ver. Pero el campo de fuerza estará también por este lado, ¿no? Que lo... Sí, lo que lo desactiva si está... Una sonda. Si está fuera...
Astrogator, I found their probe. Looks like it hid from the flies. Or just ended up here by pure luck.
Luck indeed. Its registry could be valuable, especially if it managed to photograph everything from a greater distance.
Ya me he hecho una foto. No te vayas. Ven aquí.
Come here, little probie. Oh, that didn't work. It flew away.
Is it scared of you too?
I'd rather say that my lack of authorization is more of a problem than me being scary. I won't be able to bring the probe down unless I find a working controller.
Parece profundo. No puedo usar... Esa es la propia sonda, ¿no? Esto. A ver, los encuentro a todos.
I got inside the field.
¿Estoy dentro? No, no.
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves.
Aquí hay de todo. Hostia, esto está volando, ¿eh?
If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you. You're going to take the whole transport. You'll have the flies in large numbers and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field. So first, the energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
Me las apañaré.
How about I act according to my judgment, and you patiently await my request for help, sir?
We can do that too. You're right, Yasna. You're there. You make the decisions.
Thank you, sir.
Soy un poco rebelde, ¿no? O sea, se supone que manda en mí.
Is the probe still with you?
No debería contestar así.
Yep, it's here.
Me debo de llevar el bicho este, pero tengo que desactivar aquello. Y me vendría bien bajar la sonda para ver lo que ha recopilado, ¿no? A ver cómo te desactivo. Juntamos esto. Joder. Energía del escudo. Casco.
The field is no longer a problem. Disabled.
Perfect. All that's left is to get the flies out of there.
Just as I thought. The equipment's still active, but everyone here's dead.
Guante mordido.
Send shivers down your spine.
I know it's hard getting used to the sight of corpses.
It's more than that. I'm starting to understand the suffering they felt in their final moments. They were left to fend for themselves, yet unable to do so. This one man, he even ate parts of his suit, trying to survive.
Súper tecnológico todo. ¿Me sirve de algo meterme aquí? Es como muy raro, ¿no? O sea, ¿para qué puedo entrar aquí? ¿Me voy a tener que esconder de algo? No creo, ¿no? No me jodas. Se supone que ese cacharro tiene moscas de esas por dentro. O sea, por dentro. Yo me entiendo. Son muestras, pero... Cuidado. La puñetera sonda, ¿dónde ha ido? A ver, antes estábamos allí. No parece que haya ningún otro camino que no sea hacia atrás, ¿no? Hacia allá.
climbing onto the hovering transporter.
Before you leave, though, please check that the cargo is intact.
Verás tú. Me da muy mal rollo, ¿eh? Comprueba que esté todo... Verás.
All good. I hope. Will
Piezas.
this really help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure. So, what? Off we go? Yasna, what are you wondering about?
Quizá deje las moscas.
What if we're making a mistake? Maybe I shouldn't take the flies off Regis. Maybe it's better to leave them alone. Here, where they belong.
What are you...
I just worry that we might spread this threat. And the tragedy of one planet becomes a tragedy of entire galaxies. Not to mention, all humanity.
Forgive me, Doctor, but that sounds a bit overdramatic. We
Que
can
no,
handle
no has visto a alguien, ¿no?
flies. Humanity survived worse.
And you sound like a fool, sir. How can you be so sure? We were clueless just a moment ago. We've only just begun to understand what's going on. But you already know how to handle it.
Yasna, I promise you, we'll analyze everything thoroughly. Now we need to focus on getting you out of there. Can we at least agree on that?
Yes. First, though, I'd like to check the cargo.
Very well. Just hurry up.
Lo voy a ver yo. Bueno, este es el portón. ¿Qué se escucha por ahí?
I must admit, they look amazing.
Verás tú.
What have you done?
Bájalos.
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black hole has opened in the strength field. And you say not to worry. Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
Un agujero negro. Se le está yendo esto la pinza, así que supongo que algo raro está pasando. Verás.
If you were wondering, sir, how large a group of these flies could be, I can tell you
Cierra, cierra, cierra.
it can be gigantic.
No sé cómo. No me puedo mover. No puedo cerrar. Es un poco tarde ya. ¿Qué era eso? Me voy a quedar sin memoria, me voy a quedar tonto yo aquí. ¿Otra vez aquí?
Hello, Dragonfly. I found, but everything's all right. I'm fine. Oh shit!
Esto es lo que pasó.
They're alive. These bushes. Something's flying out of them. Ah. It's those creatures. They're the ones doing it.
Joder.
Fuck! The same thing over and over again! No wonder we finally ran out of luck. Too much of this damn curiosity. Who needs to know what might kill us? We're getting killed anyway.
I don't know if I should interrupt your speech, sir. It is quite interesting to listen to.
Yes, sir. This is too much. I've asked you how many times already.
No sé ni dónde estoy. Bueno, la excavación parece, ¿no? Tengo que pedir perdón por sobrevivir.
Please forgive me, Astrogator, for continuing to, well, be alive.
You know that's not what I meant.
If it weren't for me, you could have just flown away, sir.
That's not true, Doctor.
At least we learnt the truth about this planet and the inorganic beings that inhabit it.
What good does that do us, though?
We know the cause of the stupor. Maybe we can find a way to cure Convoy. If anyone from the Alliance survived, and they already started their research into a cure.
I wouldn't count on it. It's more likely they're all dead.
Not necessarily. It's a large base, and I only found a few bodies. The rest of them must be somewhere.
Or you'll find more corpses, Yasna.
Muy probable que encuentren más cadáveres. ¿Una cura? ¿Buscar una cura a qué? ¿A perder la memoria? ¿Pero qué tiene el cerebro? ¿Un backup hecho o algo así? No entiendo. ¿Nos movemos o qué? Ah, que tengo que hablarle de que ya no está el... ¿Pero es el mismo sitio seguramente? Sin globo.
Hey! Something changed. The balloon over the base disappeared.
You mean it flew away, or did it fall to the ground?
Oh, I hope it's the latter. If it caught the west wind, it would have fallen in this area.
Localiza el globo de reconocimiento. ¿Qué tenemos ahí?
We're lucky. It's hanging from a cliff, close to the ground.
Can you get to it? Unhook it?
Maybe that won't be necessary. Oh, shit. Somebody's here.
If all you're seeing is dots on the
What?
tracker...
No. I can see them with my own eyes. Two of them, even.
Yo no veo nada.
2 people, alive.
Huh?
¿Qué?
Where did they go?
Have you
¿Dónde han
lost
ido?
them?
Pero yo no he visto
I
nada.
can't see them
Loca.
now. They were here just a second ago.
Are you sure? What did they look like?
One was wearing
Tenían los ojos
a
azules.
suit,
Joder, que estamos a
green.
yo que sé cuántos metros.
The other one, I don't know. He looked different.
I see.
¿Y eso?
And now they are nowhere to be found.
Damn right.
Doctor,
Oh, just a moment ago, my consciousness was over the ocean. I saw a big black cloud that appeared out of nowhere, which I then forgot. And now these ghosts.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The sight of them was so vivid. Just for a moment. I've been looking for someone for so long.
I suggest focusing on what's certain. That balloon is still there, is it not? If it had operational cameras, we might get some answers.
You don't have to convince me, Astrogator. I'm going.
The rover is nearby if needed.
Good to know. Thank you.
Extrae los registros
How are you
de
feeling?
rostros del globo, vale. Bien, ¿y usted?
Quite all right. I had you worrying again, didn't I?
Well, please don't mind me. won't turn grey a second time in my life.
Vale. Sé lo que causa las pérdidas de memoria.
You know what, sir? That whole incident at the start of my journey.
Yes, I remember.
I got badly hurt back then, and I damaged the radio.
And you lost your memory.
The thing is, it wasn't the real cause. There were bushes there too, remember, sir? Just after the fall, the same black cloud of flies gathered above me. They subjected my brain to an electromagnetic field.
Yasna, that's what you suspect.
I know it. The memory of that event came back to me.
So it was the flies all along, in the case of our crew as well.
Yes. And that antimat in the tunnels and the whole convoy. It happened to all of them.
Y entonces las muestras a tomar viento, ¿no? Vaya. Vale. Pues nada. Creo que lo voy a dejar por aquí, gente. El episodio de este. Ha estado bien. Hemos visto bichos nuevos. Bueno, realmente hemos descubierto un montón de cosas. Pero bueno. El juego no va todo lo fino que yo quisiera. Pero quiero acabármelo. No quiero dejarlo a medias porque es que tiene un pintón. Me encanta. Estoy todo el rato. Oh, ¿qué pasará ahora? Pero, bueno, es lo que hay. No puedo hacer que corra mejor. Así que, bueno, gente. Pues muchas gracias. Si lo estáis viendo esto. Bueno, si lo estáis viendo. Estoy acostumbrado a Twitch. Entonces pienso que claro, estoy grabando. Estáis viéndolo en YouTube, seguro. Pues nada, gente, que si os ha gustado, pues dejáis un pequeño like o un comentario. Os lo agradezco mucho. Dislike si no os ha gustado. ¿Qué se le va a hacer? Suscribíos al canal siempre que os guste mi contenido. Y nos vemos en el próximo, gente. Un saludito. Chao.